Hi everyone, so my name is Taddy and I am the founder of Moonsign Creative and I make videos on astrology, self-growth, self-care, so if that interests you, please subscribe. In this video, I am going to be talking about how to be happy single, and I think this is a very important topic, and yeah, I'm gonna just try and casually talk about this. I also want to say that I have an amazing Patreon community. If you're interested in these topics, then please check out the links below, and I also am offering birth chart readings for anyone interested, so you can check out that link below as well. For this topic, I kind of want to give some context as to why I'm making this video. I went through a hard breakup 2 years ago, and for me personally, I've struggled with codependency, and I really wanted to understand, okay, how can I just be happy on my own? It was something very new to me because I was in very long-term relationships for most of my adult life. And I wanted to offer 8 different tips for anyone who is struggling with being happy on their own, being happy single. So I've been single for about 2 years now, and I think it took me a while to really just be happy with where I'm at, to really not seek validation from someone else, to really just be content on my own, to be my own best friend, my own best partner. And I think the first tip I would offer if you are single and you're struggling with being happy single is to, number one, just feel your feelings. And I know I say this in a lot of my videos, but honestly, just feeling out what you're currently feeling. If you're going through a breakup right now, just releasing those emotions in some way is going to help you so much. For myself personally, I wrote poetry. I have a poetry book, you can check that out. I also went to a counselor, I went to a therapist. I really tried to do things that bettered my mental health. I started meditating every day. I was just in a state where I was an emotional wreck for a while after my breakup, and I was crying a lot, and I think it's really good to cry. Like, I just want to say that you have to release your emotions in some way. To keep them bottled up is like, it's just a lot. It's gonna come out in different ways. It's gonna come out in your physical body, it's gonna come out maybe in work, it's gonna come out in your other relationships, and just figuring out ways to release your emotions is gonna be so beneficial. So that's number one, first step of how to be happy single. My second tip is to really develop your community and connect with friends during this time, because that's going to really help you feel loved, that's going to help you feel supported. And I think it's important to find people who you feel safe with, that you feel heard with. You might, find them online, you could find communities online, and I think it's just important to reach out to friends, tell them what you're going through, and they should understand if they're good friends. And honestly, if you want me to make a whole video on making friends as an adult, then comment down below if that interests you. But I know there's apps for that too. There's like Bumble, BFFs. I'm not sponsored by them, but you could check that out. But that's just a suggestion. But really having that sense of community is going to be so important right now, because I really leaned on my friends after my breakup. I felt like I needed that support, and everyone understood what I was going through, and it was, honestly, I'm very grateful for them. Like, they were like my crutches. Like, they really helped me through it. Yeah, it's just good to have people to talk through a breakup and just just talk about it and to like release that. Third tip is to really develop self-love and self-care practices for yourself. So this could be trying to learn how to take care of yourself in a way that you like to be nurtured and cared for. And I think journaling is such a great way and tool, but I know not everyone likes journaling. So you could do like audio notes, you can do affirmations to yourself, such as like, you are beautiful, you are confident, you are worthy, you are strong. Like, saying these things to yourself, like, can really help you develop those self-love practices, because I know a lot of people have this negative self-talk in their head, and we have to recognize where those voices are coming from. We have to recognize, like, no, that's not me. That's what I've heard when I was a kid, or that's what I experienced or like done as a kid. And there's like a lot of inner child work that I think everyone has to go through to be really, really happy when they're single, because it's important to learn how to be your own parent, to really nurture yourself and take care of yourself during this difficult time. So I think it's just super important to do that. And this could be just like, you know, buying yourself flowers. Learning your love language is going to be so imperative right now, and like understanding, okay, if your love language is gifts, maybe it's buying yourself flowers every 2 weeks or a month, every month or something like that. Or maybe it's like, you know, cooking. You love it when your partner used to cook you meals. Maybe it's just cooking for yourself and learning to do that, to be happy with that. If you need some, like, if yours is physical touch, then I would say like get a warm blanket, get a lot of pillows, get one of those like body pillows, like certain things like that. That's gonna really help you during this time. So really consider those things, and just know that it's a normal process. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to, you know, miss the person you were with. Like, it's okay to feel that. It's understanding that right now you have to take care of yourself. You need to be there for yourself. And I think when I say being happy single, you have to, like, if you were in a previous relationship, then it's understanding that you have to heal from that breakup first before you can really be happy on your own. Another point is to notice your pattern, like notice your dating pattern, so that you don't fall back into that. Because what we kind of want to do if you're used to codependency is to like go into another relationship right away, because you're uncomfortable with feeling uncomfortable feelings. You're uncomfortable with like doing all, like feeling everything you're feeling. So really consider who are the type of people you attract. Why didn't your previous relationships work out? And is there something you need to notice, like red flags that you need to notice before you go into a new relationship? Are you ready for a new relationship? Are you just lonely? If you're lonely, can that be substituted with your friends and community? Can you find that warmth with other people? Because love exists in so many different forms, and one person doesn't have to be your complete world. And this is something that I think a lot of people who struggle with codependency kind of have to learn and understand. And I think being happy single really understand, like, it really is something that you have to learn if you've struggled with those patterns. If it's like a family pattern you have to break, ancestral trauma that you have to heal. And I would say, like, another tip of mine is to let go of a time frame for when this is all happening for you. So really try and let go of, oh, I'm only gonna be single for a few months, it's okay. Like, oh, I'm only gonna be single for a year, it's okay. And I think we're so afraid of time. We're so afraid of losing time. We're so afraid of like just being single when we're, especially if you're in your late 20s, 30s, like I think we're so afraid of like losing time in terms of like getting pregnant or getting married at a certain time. Like, it's okay. Like, it's, if there's anything I would like tell you is just to release the need to be in a relationship at a certain period of your life. Like, understand that it does take time to find like a very stable, grounded relationship. And I think the best relationships come to you when you least expect them. I really believe that if you're stable and secure on your own, you're going to attract better partners for you. You're going to really attract people who have similar beliefs and backgrounds, but that might take some time to do. Like, you have to first feel secure within yourself and show yourself that love that you want and deserve. So yeah, I really think that this need for to release time is something very, very important to do, because I think for myself, I was like, oh, like I don't want to like be single that long. I don't want to be single for like, you know, it's been 2 years for me, and I'm like, I really thought I would be in a different relationship, or another, like I thought I would be in a relationship, but I realized like, no, like that was just my fear. Like I think releasing any type of fear you have in terms of not being in a relationship, then that's going to be really important to like recognize why you're afraid of time, and understand that, like, you know, if you only had a few days to live, like how would you spend them on your own? And that's like a bit extreme and morbid, but is there anything you would do for yourself? Like what would you do for yourself? And that goes on to my next tip, which is to really take yourself on dates. And this is really difficult to do when you're in a pandemic. Like I just want to say that I understand that. But like if you can take yourself on dates that are safe, you know, wear a mask, wash your hands, but like, you know, go out for coffee, take yourself out for coffee, take yourself to Harborfront or like the beach, take yourself to a park, journal in a park, read in a park, take yourself out for food and like eat outdoors, or like do things for yourself. And like your perfect day, spend it with yourself. Like if it was always with a different person, understand that you can give yourself those exact same dates, but just do them on your own and rewrite the script you're telling yourself, because maybe you miss having a conversation with someone, but you know, you can still have thoughts and a conversation with yourself in your head. Like you can still be like, oh, this is nice. And you can still document it. You can still share it. You can still save those memories for yourself, because you're going to have more time to think and contemplate during this time. And you're going to actually really enjoy it. And it might take some time to fully enjoy that process, to not want someone there, to not need someone there. I would say like maybe you would want someone there, but maybe you won't need anyone there. And that's really important to understand the difference between need and want. Suggestion I would say is to really detach from like any specific outcomes of being single, like really expecting things to go differently. And like every new person you meet, like if you're dating or something, like if you are constantly assuming that things are going to turn out a certain way, I think it's really, really important to understand not to put so much pressure on any new people you meet or anything else, like your exes or whatever. Like make sure you're detaching from a certain outcome if you are still talking to certain people. Make sure you're not expecting things from other people. I think letting go of expectations is a freeing experience. Like just knowing that the only thing you can control is your responses to others, and that letting go of those expectations are going to be so freeing. And just like when you meet new people, just get to know them, just get to understand them, because oftentimes we're really seeking new people and like latching onto them quickly, when in reality we should just get to know them and really take more time for ourselves and show ourselves that love and care and set proper boundaries. Last tip is to set those boundaries and really understand that you need boundaries to benefit your relationships, making sure you are not overgiving in relationships. And that's going to help your own self-esteem, your own self-worth, because you're understanding like where your energy is going. And I think it's important to learn boundaries and who is giving in your relationships, like your friendships, and other types of relationships, and why boundaries are important for yourself, so that you can protect your energy. And I think this is such an important tip to end off in. So if you enjoyed this, please like, comment down below what you thought of these tips. Let me know if this was helpful. Let me know if you want a part 2. Yeah, if you want to support my channel, there's also a place to donate, so the link is down below for that. If you just want to join an amazing, welcoming, loving community, my Patreon link is down below, and you can check that out as well. And I just want to say the universe has your back, and with peace and love, take care.
Bye.